Call Halayim La Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah Bahashem Rakakwadash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders that prophesied and rule well for the hopeful 144 and one-third of Yasharallah, who this world refers to as Israel, starting at the house of great millstone. Shalom to you, Akim, who teach and learn in sincerity. Shalom to the Akwith, who learn in sincerity. It's your brother, Kanan. I want to make this a quick hit. First of all, shalom to everybody out there that's aware that this evening, sun going down will be the Day of Atonement, which means we fast from food and water, and pretty much mourn and pray to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua for forgiveness of our sins. This will be titled Burn Spiritual Babylon. Burn Spiritual Babylon, meaning United Snakes of America over here, okay? The elites want to take this place out. First of all, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is predestined his time to take this place out. He's put it in the hearts of the elites that it's time to move on that, okay? And the elites, so everything under them got to follow suit. So as what you see going now, right now, is the bringing down of spiritual Babylon through the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, through his left hand, the will through the elites, the given through Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. All right. So this is the book of Nahum, chapter 3, verse 1. Woe to the bloody city. It is full of lies and robbery, and the prey departeth not. Okay. And we know that that's how United States of America was founded. Lies, robbery. Okay. Coming over to steal the land from the northern tribe. All right. Not being able to just take it from having to be mischievous. Okay. All right. And to this day, how is it ran? Okay. Backhand deals, okay. Your shady politicians looking out for their own belly, not looking out for the people, okay. Was puts even their own people in a critical condition, even Edom, all right, because we know this world is ran by Edom, by the wicked, okay. All right, so woe to the bloody city. It is all full of lies and robberies. The prey departeth not. Okay, the noises, the noise of a whip, and the noise of a rattling of wheels, and of prancing horses, and of jumping chariots. Now that's your past tense word sounds. Your modern word sounds are those tanks coming down the street, those missiles hitting, those bombs and missiles hitting, landing everywhere, mortar everywhere, gunshots going, automatic fire gunshots. Okay, that's your modern word. Now you see it on the news, but we're going to have to witness it going down the street sooner than later, because it's coming to spiritual Babylon, this virgin soil. Okay, the horsemen lift up both the bright sword and the glittering spear. Okay, and there is a multitude of slain and a great number of carcasses, and there is none in of their corpse, and they stumble upon their corpse. And that's a promise from Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Okay, it's going to be bloodshed everywhere. Once again, this is a virgin land. It's yet to be touched by it's yet to be introduced to the condition that spiritual Babylon has put the rest of the world under. Okay, causing fire to come from the sky. All right. On Japan, all right, raining fire, raining missiles everywhere. It's yet this soil has yet to go through that. All right, because of the multitude of whoredoms of the well-favored harlot. Who is that? The whore that sits upon the beast being NATO, the whore being the United States of America. Okay. The mistress of witchcraft. What does the scripture say about witchcraft? Suffer not a witch to live. So he's not going to suffer United States to continue. Okay. That selleth nations through her whoredoms. Okay. Through her shady deals. You know, she'll make a deal with you and then always backstab you and never go through with the treaty, falsified treaties, starting from over here in spiritual Babylon, what she did to our northern tribe. Okay, when she sets up an agreement with you, it's never gonna work. Okay, so and families through her witchcrafts. Okay, once again, think about the military sending these kids out to die. You feel me? Through these wars that are only good for resources, but not good for protecting our country. Good for taking over. Once again, robbing, stealing from another nation. Okay. Behold, I am against thee, saith Yahweh Bashim Shai of hosts, of the armies, of those chariots, okay, led by Yahweh Shai. And I will discover thy skirt upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame. Okay? And I will cast abominable filth upon thee, and make thee vow, and will set thee as a gazing stock. Okay? And that gazing stock goes into spectacle. He will set us, and that's what all of these nations are doing right now. They're calling you out. This is once again, we're in a time of day where United States is not seen as the hero no more. Thanks to the little hatters, thanks to the least of the flock, we are now being called with exactly what we are: terrorists. And it's not this U.S. Just Russia, which is what the Russia represents the Egyptian against the Egyptian because it's the same people, but it's not just Russia. It's Africa, uh, Japan, China, you name it. They're all looking and saying that this has got to stop. Even India is saying this has got to stop. Your way of ruling with the iron fist has got to stop. Okay, and then thus you got to throw in the scripture saying, "Let the weak say I am strong." So they have come to the place where now they're ready to fight back against the bully, United States of America. Okay, this is the book of Revelations 14 and 20. And the winepress was trodden without the city, okay? And blood came out of the winepress, even unto the horse's bridle. So this is a promise from Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, okay? By the space of 1,600 furlongs. All right, now let's get that Bible comparison. This is the NET, Salakia, Bible comparison. NET, Revelations 14 and 20. Then the winepress was stumped outside the city, and blood poured out of the winepress up to the height of horse's bridle for a distance of almost 200 miles. Okay? Now hey, if that doesn't bring fear to you, once again, we know we ought to fear Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Okay? Now, this is the book of Jeremiah. Then I got a couple clips for you. And I pray that this lesson be edifying. Jeremiah 51, starting at 1. Thus saith Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, behold, I will rise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me. Who is that? The government, starting with the head, the leaders, the government, okay? A destroying wind. And I will send unto Babylon. Where is that? Spiritual Babylon, over here, right now. That I am currently a citizen of spiritual Babylon, but not spiritually, physically, not spiritually. And will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her and shall empty her land. For in the day of trouble, they shall be against her round about. Okay, let's get that also Bible comparison. I like this one. Here's the NLT. Foreigners will come and winnow her, blowing her away as Shaft, they will come from every side to rise against her in her day of trouble. And we definitely there. Yahweh Basim Yahushua is showing us, okay? Okay, that was good. The fact that it's telling you these foreigners, okay? And it's not just foreigners. You got insiders that are stupid, that have, whether it be because of the jab or they just drunk on the Babylonian juice, they're going to do it what the captain tells them to do. You know what I mean? When they get the word, they're going to go too. But a majority of this is going to cause an uprise. All right. And here is my fair use copyright. I'm not selling any product. This is 107, just strictly for educational purposes. All right.
Highest targeting happens. And they've got very serious, like we said just the other day, and people don't even take it serious. Like, they had a whole roundtable meeting with law enforcement about a civil emergency in America. I recently just told you that was March 1st they came out with this report, and they said it wouldn't just be National Guard, it'd be private entities there too.
The 357th Military Police Company of Concord, California, trained for detention operations at Fort Hunter Liggett. Made up of correction and detention specialists within the Military Police Corps, the unit prepares to assume the responsibility of securing and protecting displaced civilians in a theater of operations. This includes transferring refugees from hostile environments to Army detention centers to protect them from attack while also controlling civil unrest.
So look at this map right here. These are the areas where the high.
Now hold on. Now, do you believe that the Esau or Edom or the government period is going to do anything out here to help you? I don't buy that. I don't buy that. Matter of fact, this is the book of Sirach, Salakia, Ecclesiastes, Sirach, or known as Sirach 14, starting at 5. He that is evil to himself, okay? And they're evil to themselves. I mean, look how they've run this world. The condition, they've had their chance, okay? Esau's had rulership. Look at the condition of his earth. And once again, to his own self, to his own people. You'll find them just as in bad conditions as Jake, which Jake is meant to be punished, okay, on this side. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goodness, in his goods. So when they say they setting up these centers for response to what? Once again, response to the chaos that they cause. The orders coming from the chaos that they caused. Okay, does that make sense? You get to go out and cause the problem, but then we look to you for a solution. Okay, and I'm skipping to 7. And if he does good, he does it unwillingly, and at the least he will declare his wickedness. Once again, what do you think that these FEMA centers are going to be for? Oh, come here to get fed. Come here. Oh, and by the way, before you do, MOTB. All right, right here. Stick your hand right here. We got what you need. Okay, Revelations 13 verses 16 and 17. Definitely coming. All of this is definitely part of bringing that in. Okay. So once again, this man, he can't help you. It's not in his will to help you. So listen to this.
Highest targeting happens. They had a whole in America. I recently just told you that was March 1st they came out with this report, and they said it wouldn't just be National Guard, it'd be private entities there too.
The 357th Military Police Company of Concord, California, trained for detention operations at Fort Hunter Liggett. Made up of correction and detention specialists within the Military Police Corps, the unit prepares to assume the responsibility of securing and protecting displaced civilians in a theater of operations. This includes transferring refugees from hostile environments to Army detention centers to protect them from attack while also controlling civil unrest.
So look at this map right here.
To protect and serve, right? So once again, this is Sirach 14, chapter 14 and 5. He that is evil to himself, okay, he set up these conditions, all right? To whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods, okay? And that's just this, hey, that's this beast mentality, all right? Here's some more for you.
Topic for the military. If you look under the U.S. Fire Administration, there's something that happens during this civil unrest moment. Activate the emergency operations, support incident area, assign EMS representatives to EOC, assist with coordination, establish method for screening calls and service. Now, what they have is something called hot, cold, and warm zones that EMS will not be responding to. Reason why they can't respond to a hot zone, because it's basically a zone that's super basically devastated, probably gunshots going through it. Warm zone, an area of lower threat but which may become unsafe, law enforcement support is recommended for entry into the warm zone. This is what America is basically going to become after all this stuff breaks down. I'm just trying to give you the insight on what you would need to know. Cold zone, an area of little to no threat of civil unrest or violence, law enforcement support. It's optional for entry into the cold zone. Now, as people, we would need to know what a hot zone is, a warm zone, and a cold zone. I have the official diagram and where the actual smart wall will be at after everybody gets in, how they plan to do this. Well, they talk about the smart wall. They've been talking about it for a couple of years, and we'll pull up the diagram. So it was in some predictive programming that when some outer states was hit with devastation, what would happen is they would put walls around only the areas that they deem to be still, good living, not devastated environments. California was one of them in one of the predictive programs.
Once again, and see, remember, Trump wanted that wall. And we knew back then that wall wasn't to keep out, it was to keep you in. Okay? It's to keep you in, to keep you trapped in. All right? Nowhere to run. So one more time. This is Sirach 14 and 5. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods. Okay? And this is the last clip.
Drill, but they found a way to simulate how to move resources around the greater Northwest.
Those signs that you see on the map represent resources.
Water, food, rescuers. They'll all be needed in the event of a massive earthquake.
And those blue lines are roads that we think will survive based on science, based on criteria.
This natural disaster board game brings together federal and state officials from Alaska, Idaho, Oregon, and Washington.
This is going to have to be an all hands on deck, consolidated effort, and we all got to have to be on the same sheet of music.
Do you believe there are setting up these FEMA camps in the Walmart?
Whistleblower who worked for HHS revealed the government is building secret detention facilities all over the United States. Now, we already knew they were building detention facilities.
So now, that's why we just got through reading that, Sirach. So you once again, it's all to help you. All to help you. Yeah, okay. Don't believe the hype. This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 15. Okay? Starting at 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. Now, who was given that sword? Edom. Okay, as his blessing to run this world for a eon, a period of time, a kingdom which is coming to an end. His. And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. Okay, for there shall be sedition amongst men, which goes into terror, all out chaos. Okay, amongst men, and invading one another, They shall not regard their kings nor princes. Now, who are these kings and princes to modern day? Your presidents, your senators, your leaders, your governors, your wicked politicians. Once again, speaking out both sides of the forked tongue, the draconians speak either or. Okay, so they pretty soon they won't be regarding Trump or Kamala Harris because that's where the conditions is going to. All right, or whoever you set up in that puppet seat. And the causes of their actions shall stand in their power. Okay, once again, you got these militias, so-called gangs, people, just neighborhoods that just want to come together to think that they can fight off what's coming when really you can't. Okay, a man shall desire to go into the city and shall not. A man shall desire to go into a city, even a neighboring city, and shall not be able. Now, you just seen them setting up this FEMA, check this, check that. Be cautious on the lookout for all these roundabouts that they building, especially right here in Indiana, you know, where I'm at, in Spiritual Babylon. They just throwing roundabouts up, and we know what that is. That's to cease the decisions, the directions you can go in. That gives you one option only. Okay, so they're putting up these conditions. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is showing those that he has chosen to have your eyes open. He is showing you the time that we're in. Okay, and once again, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. So this is Sirach, second Salakia. Second Esdras 15 and 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and houses shall be destroyed, and a man shall be afraid. Okay, these you see men afraid today? No, they still cocky. Everybody's still going along is do as thy will. Alex Crowley grandchildren, but Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is showing his elect men, showing those hopeful election at what time it is. Okay, repent to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Turn away because this is coming. It's going to happen. You can't pray this away. This is the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Okay, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulations. Okay, so that's what's coming to Spiritual Babylon, and you see the proof is the writing's on the wall. Okay, I pray that this has been edifying. I'm gonna end this lesson off with Job 5 and 12. He disappointed the devices of the crafty. Did you see that they was having that think tank on how to move on you, how to bring you down, and this and the talking about if it were earthquake when we had earthquake. That's not for no earthquake. That's just for Project Lockdown Spiritual Babylon. Okay, throw away the key. All right. He disappointed the devices of the crafty. All right, crafty being the wicked. All right, starting with the elites. So their hands cannot perform their enterprise. And that enterprise, once again, is that MOTB. And we're moving fast upon it, not slowly, fast. You know, we are, what do they call it? Black Swan lights out event from turning this thing completely up. All right. And with that, I pray that this has been edifying. Shalom.